Hello, sweet souls. This is your last reading of the day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, centered myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. Overall energy is victory and success. You are definitely being loved and celebrated, having victory and success, or you will very soon. And someone is definitely in mental conflict because they can't interfere with your destiny. They're in heartache and loss because balance is being restored for you. And all they're left with is memories of love. This person is looking at you as a magical creature. They don't understand how you've done what you've done. It would be faith. It would be God. But they don't understand because they don't have faith. You have truth, you have clarity, and now this person is receiving enlightenment that what you're doing, you're being called. This is what you're passionate about. You have financial and material change coming in. That's amazing. So let's see what we get. All right. For beautiful collective, what do they need to know, Holy Spirit? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Truth and only truth. For the beautiful collective, what do they need to know? Yeah, this is someone in the current energy that you've blocked. They're not for you. You grew, you evolved, you healed. They did not. They stayed stuck in a low vibration, not learning lessons. They were holding you back. This is like a ball and chain energy. This is someone that would have kept you from following your passion and achieving your goals. The obstacle. The obstacle for this person is they are a clout chaser. They chase money and it's being revealed to you. You already know that that's who this person is. So that's an obstacle for them because once you know that this is how someone operates, there's no unknowing it. What's the advice? They're very materialistic and they chase clout. The advice, continue to follow your fate and destiny. It's beautiful. It's aligned for you. Yeah. The outcome is mending. You're healing, you're growing, you're evolving. You could be helping others to heal. Either way, with the Ten of Cups, you're using with deep knowing your spiritual gifts to help guide other people toward their own happiness in some way, whether it's you being a living example, what you're speaking, what you're creating. Your justice is playing out. Fairness, balance. Okay, let's see. Current energy, somebody is blocked. They know they're not for you. You know they're not for you. Let's just see why they're constantly in the energy. Not for you. Oh, well, they chose a false empress and they feel pretty hopeless. This was not a wish come true. This was a karmic partner. But again, they were chasing money, they were chasing clout, and that's why they find themselves in the position that they're in, and that's why it's an obstacle. You already have perfect clarity about what this person's intentions were. Obstacle. The obstacles, they have no peace, no harmony in their life. This person could be suffering from an illness. This could be physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion. This person feels wore out. Yeah, because whoever they joined forces with, whoever they're connected to, is nothing but drama. Nothing but drama. All right, the advice, continue to follow your fate and destiny. Yeah. Speaking your truth, cutting out what doesn't serve you. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Your fate and destiny is bringing a tower for someone else. Why is it bringing a tower? It's because they wanted to message you and now they feel stressed. They're overthinking. Why are they stressed and overthinking? Because they know you know they're a player. They know not only are they a money-hungry, clout-chasing player, but you don't trust them. This is someone you set boundaries with. You don't trust them. Yeah, you're receiving your good karma. You're not letting this person come in to muddy the waters. Mending. Yeah, see, this person did everything to create instability for you mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. And you had to do a lot of soul searching. You had to go into isolation. You had to heal. And now, not only do you set your boundaries, but the divine protects you. Yeah, and this person's been reckless. They've been bullying you. They've been doing all kinds of deceptive things in the background, and you're aware of it. And so is God. Yeah, you're a high priestess. You're very aware of what this person's been doing. Milk and honey. You're happy in spite of whatever this person's doing. You are happy. Yeah, this person's obsessively watching you in the devil energy, Page of Swords. But what they're watching is you cultivate a happy home, a happy life, emotional fulfillment. You being happier without this person, who is, like I said, a ball and chain. Yeah. They're watching you have emotional fulfillment. They're watching your wishes and dreams come true. They're watching you receive blessings. And they know with death, it's over. It's over. There's no redos. All right. Let's see. Please clarify. Not for you on the fence. See, the current energy, somebody joined forces with a false empress. Now they feel hopeless. They're bound to a karmic partner. But this person is energetically not at your level. You are not aligned with this person, and they know it and you know it. They chose to stay in a low vibration and not grow, heal, evolve. Not for you on the fence. Yeah. This is a karmic partner to you. Two of Cups in reverse. The soul contract is over. This person is dark and toxic, riddled with addictions, obsession, possession, control, dominance, abusive. And you're the Queen of Swords. Don't come at me now. You're going to tell this person how it is, and you're going to cut them off. The obstacle is this person is a clout chaser, and they're money hungry. They're materialistic. They have no peace and harmony. They could be physically exhausted, unwell. They're surrounded by drama, chaos, and conflict. You're planting new seeds. You're moving on to peace, and you are a true alchemist, which is an obstacle for this person who's been projecting and creating illusions. You know your stuff. You know your energy. You know how energy works. You know how to transmute what they're sending. You know how to manifest. This person, I feel, is really frustrated that nothing has worked. Instead, you're receiving your karma, your justice, your just reward. They just can't stand this. But you know what? That's on them. They want you to continue to operate in your fate and destiny, cutting out what doesn't serve you. It's creating a tower for others. It's creating a tower, namely for this person that wants to message you. They're stressed out and overthinking because they're a player and they know you know they're a player. Yeah. You're just laser focused on following your passion, building your legacy, generational wealth. That's what you're focused on. With mending, it took a lot. This person put you through so much hell to create instability. They tried to ruin your reputation. They tried to ruin your creative projects. They tried to ruin love connections, and they were deceiving and betraying you at the same time. This is a sick, twisted individual. But God protects you because God saw what this person, this bully, was doing in the background in the moon energy. God saw it, mending. And God is blocking their BS drama. God is blocking it. You know, they're going to face financial instability. All of their finances are going to dry up because of what they've been doing. Yeah, look, their finances are being blocked because they have no connection with God. They have no faith. They don't even believe in God. For most of these people, they don't even believe in God. Yeah. I feel like this person, things are shifting very quickly. They're in the Four of Cups. They know that they've screwed their entire life. What's happening quickly is judgment. Massive karma. You are cultivating a happy home, a happy life, emotional fulfillment. Someone is obsessively watching you. What's new, right, guys? What's new? But what they're watching is you have happiness, emotional fulfillment, adventures, receiving blessings, milk and honey. Yeah, you're protected. They can't do a thing about it. You walked away, and whatever they're doing in this moon energy is being blocked by God. Nothing is going to stop your brand new leap of faith. You are an empress in the upright. There's nothing this person can do to stop you. Yeah, see this false emperor energy. They're a love bomber gaslighter, and they're reflecting now. They're very emotional. What are they reflecting on? What are they reflecting on? The fact that you took a brand new leap of faith, you're gone and you're never coming back. You forged a new path. You are moving on. This is someone from your past. Wow. Okay. Not for you. On the fence. You blocked out this person that's dark, low vibrational. It's a karmic energy. The soul tie is complete. It's over. Maybe you did cord cutting, but you're the Queen of Swords energy and you're not interested. Yep, you're having victory and success, being loved and celebrated. You're celebrating your freedom, your life. You're being divinely guided, and you're headed straight toward victory. And someone's heartbroken. They're heartbroken because they can't get to you. 7 of Wands. You got so much protection because God in the spiritual realm is protecting you because you said yes to God. You said no to the matrix and you said yes to God. The obstacle for this person is everyone knows they are money hungry and they're a clout chaser. Everyone knows it. You know, you're focused on planting new seeds, moving on while they have no peace, no harmony. They could be unwell. They are surrounded by chaos and conflict. Yeah, consequences. Carrying the burden of consequences of the decisions and choices they made, where they missed opportunities. They abandoned themselves. They ruined their own finances by doing this. Yeah. Wow. I feel like people are starting to investigate this person and they see them in devil energy. People are starting to discover the truth. Hermit to the devil. Yeah. Hangman. People are changing their perspective. People are seeing how this person lives their life, how dark and low vibrational they are. You know, they want you to continue to focus on operating your fate and destiny, speaking your truth, cutting out what doesn't serve you. Somebody's going through a tower. They want to message. They're stressed out and overthinking because they know they're a player. You're focused on following your passion, creating your legacy. And this person feels like the victim because they're defeated, because you just closed the cycle and moved on. You didn't stay and fight for someone that is in devil energy. Why would you? Once God gave you the truth, the perfect clarity about who this person was, you were like, I am out. I do not want that attached to me. You've been healing. This person did everything to destabilize you. You did a lot of soul searching. Now you set your boundaries and God protects you. This bully, whatever they did in this moon energy, the conflicts being blocked. Their finances are drying up. Their finances are being blocked by God. They have no faith. They have no connection with God, and it's happening quickly. This person is realizing what's happening quickly for them is karma, judgment. They're under judgment. It could have to do with work. This person could lose their job. The 8 of Pentacles on the fence, the blockage. What is the 8 of Pentacles on the fence? The false emperor. What is the 8 of Pentacles false emperor on the fence? Wow, they worked with a group of people. It could have to do with money, but money and work. But it has created definitely some sort of ending here, or it is on that path to an ending. It looks like there was a very toxic feminine energy that created illusions. What is this? What is the toxic feminine that created illusions? By way of messages. What is this? Messages. It has to do with money, giving and receiving money. You, on the other hand, have stability. You're creating something on your own because what you're creating is aligned for you. It's your fate and destiny. This is financial growth, abundance. Tell me about the milk and honey. This person that's watching, you can see you're happy. You're blessed. Milk and honey. Yeah, you're planting good seeds. You're a healer. You're in the light. You operate in the light. You could have a platform. You don't have to, but whatever you're putting time, attention, and energy into, it's paying off, and they know it. Yeah, you had strength, you have courage, and you moved on to peace and prosperity. Peace and prosperity, and that's the truth. If you haven't called it into your reality yet, keep believing for it. Keep believing for it because it's here. Let's just get a couple from this stack. Karmic energies have been hot and heavy lately because they are going through massive karma, financial loss, job loss, health issues, breakups, divorce. In the last 2 months, it has gotten worse. It really has. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Yeah, see, this person went into a marriage or a long-term commitment. They're wearing a poker face. They took a chance. They took a risk, an option, not showing hand and gambling. This was a gamble that's leading to sudden change, a tower, shocking news, surprise epiphany, and transformation. This is the end that's happening. The end, death. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. This is the end that's happening. You're stable. You're secure. You're experiencing growth. You have a lot of endurance. This person put you through so much, but you're powerful in your energy. Yeah, I feel like it's a false twin flame. Twin flame in reverse. I don't feel like it's a true twin flame. Happiness and joy. There is no happiness and joy, nor would anyone have happiness and joy with this type of person, because they operate from their ego and they need their ego stroked constantly. They are broken and insecure. They play mind games 24/7. They don't feel safe and secure, so they are constantly playing mind games. No one will ever feel safe, secure, or happy in a relationship with this person. Yeah. You could be getting back out there, dating people, meeting new people. And this person, they sabotage the relationship. They sabotage every relationship because of their own insecurities. All they can do is watch you. They were charmed by a snake, a karmic partner, just like them. And you don't care. They're wearing a mask, pretending, hiding true feelings, pretending, delude, gaslight, and personify. That's what they do. Yeah, but they want to express love to you. They want to call you and tell you they love you. I mean, well, how would that conversation even go? Hey, I love you, but I put 10 swords in your back. I gossiped. I lied about you. I cyberbullied you online. I stole money from you, but I love you. That if someone said that to me, I would be like, go get help. There's something wrong with you. Yeah, see, they don't like the fact that they're in a dynamic with a karmic partner that mirrors them, that's just as dark as they are. They don't like that. It doesn't feel pleasant to be in a connection with somebody dark, does it? It doesn't. And see, this is what you dealt with. Of course, this person's delusional. You're setting boundaries. You're not interested in anything this person has to offer. You just, honestly, for most of you, I feel like you wish you would never see this person in this life or any other life again. Not out of anger, bitterness, or resentment, just out of, I've completed that and I don't ever want to experience that in my reality and any reality again. Yeah. You have abundance headed your way, positive mindset. You manifest. You're in gratitude and bliss, and blessings are headed your way because you've been doing the work. That's why. Now, this person puts you in competition with a snake. Now they have to look over their shoulder because the snake is deceiving them. You're the phoenix rising. You rose above every attack. And you're focused on self-love and attracting a true divine partner. That's what you're focused on. You have no concern for anything that this person has going on in their life. They're a runner. They have intimacy issues because they're a narcissist. They don't have empathy for anyone but themselves. They're self-serving. They're self-absorbed and they're arrogant. They want to go in one-sided relationships where you build their ego, you give everything, your mind, heart, body, and soul, and they give you nothing but a migraine. They play mind games. They cheat. They lie. They steal. I mean, there is no one on earth that I know that would want to be connected with a narcissist. No one. Death. Certainly not you, collective. Time's up. That ship has sailed. You're moving on. That seduction don't work on you because you are not attracted in the least in this person. You've healed your heart. This person wanted to make you an option. They wanted to have multiple partners. They wanted to have one-night stands. And no, You're like, that's fine. You want to live that life? You live that life, but you're not going to live it with me. This person hasn't gained anything from operating in this energy. Nothing positive. Now all they're doing is reminiscing, thinking of you. They're thinking of the old version of you that sought and chased after their love. They're not thinking about the new version of you that doesn't give a flying flip. They're not thinking about that. They have to fantasize about the old version of you that really cared. You don't care anymore. You don't care. Yeah, this person is blocked because you know they're a karmic relationship. Resentments, triggers, perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. You've ascended to a level that this person is not aligned at all whatsoever. Yeah, this person, they don't want to be separated from you. But, they're just poison. They're poison to your spirit. Yeah, all they do is chase passion, lust, hookups. You've evolved with the dragonfly. You found out truth and clarity. Everything has come to light for you. And you're just freeing yourself, moving on, cutting out separation, stopping the pattern, and you have nothing left to say. This person's heartbroken, but they chose the partying lifestyle. They chose to have hookups. They chose to play mind games, cheat, lie, steal, cyberbully, whatever they did. That's on them. So they're going to have to live with the consequences because you're gone and you're gone for good. And what's coming in for you is going to be far greater than what you've ever experienced with this person. Even on your best day with this person, the worst day with this new person is going to blow that day out of the water. Let me just say that to you. I'm going to cut this reading short, guys. I'm super tired and I'm running late today, but I love you guys so much. I am scheduling for the 3rd week of October. If you are interested, please share the videos, like and subscribe. You guys are amazing. And I will see you for tomorrow's readings. Bye-bye, guys.